of the devices that we're going to be programming with this handheld programmer actually incorporate a PIR window that allows us to talk to those devices through this little shield on the front of the programmer. And so if we actually look at the devices, such as the contact input, we'll see a little PIR indicator on the front here, and right at the top of that indicator, sometimes it's easy to see when the face of the device is gray, sometimes it's not as easy. There's an actual little PIR access window here that we can point at and actually read its information and deliver information that we'd like to program into the device through that control point. First thing we do, of course, is to turn on the device. And you'll hear it beep, and you'll see a blank window come up. There's basically two ways that you can talk to our system through this device. We can either read information or we can send information. So the first thing we need to do before we can actually program a function into a device is ask it what it is right now. And so if we wanted to look at the contact input that I just demonstrated here, we would simply bring this device down in front of it, and we would point at that window, and we would actually push and release the readout button. Let's do that right now so you can see how it works. We hear it beep again, and then we see an address. Right now there's only one individual address, one group, and two patterns, which we'll be talking about a little bit further down the way, programmed into this device. And it actually, although you probably can't see it very clearly, actually shows us what position 1 is programmed as, position 2, position 3, and position 4. Okay, and if we wanted to program that information into a device, we would use the send button, and we would actually access it the same way. This is the way that we actually program the switches, as an example, is we want these switches to control particular devices in the panel. We would actually plug in the address of those devices into this window, and we would actually point at the access window, the PIR access point on the switch, and we would send that information into the switch. This is how we program the switches. And again, they read and send the same way as what we just described here.